Alrighty guys, welcome back. Today I'm currently sitting here in the 0360 Powerstroke here, completely bulletproofed and rebuilt, and I'm currently sitting here at one of my favorite auction houses, and we are getting ready to go ahead and check out another 6.0 that I'm trying to buy off of, not really a friend, but someone I have known for a little bit. He does own a store up down the road a little bit. I go to it pretty often. Anyways, now is currently around 7:30 p.m. and I'm now sitting here at the auction house getting ready to go ahead and check out this thing. Currently waiting for the owner of this beautiful vehicle right here to get back with the keys so I can take this puppy for a spin and see exactly what is wrong with it. So a little bit of a backstory. Did run up here, an hour or so ago, maybe an hour and a half ago. And I need to pick some things up from one of my favorite stores. This truck here, this blue 6.0 in particular, have been sitting outside of the store a little bit closer to the road with a for sale sign in the windshield. Well, I ran up there today. I'd been eyeballing it. Trucks like these, if they're in this good of condition, a little bit of rust under it, has a pretty nice exhaust on it, lift wheels and tires, doesn't look like it's in that bad a condition. There's a pretty cool little decal on the back there, American flag. All around an alright truck, but definitely not perfect. So I was just assuming one of these trucks would go for 10K and up, possibly even 12 grand and up if we're thinking about how much I got this truck for in the condition it was in. It's actually in pretty good condition right now, the silver 6.0 here. This one's actually an 03, the first year they did introduce the 6.0 with a different type of turbo on it, so the whistle is insane on this here. But anyways, I've done it up my way, exhaust, wheels, and tires. This thing already has exhaust, wheels, and tires, lift, and all that good stuff. But when I asked the guy where it was at, why it was no longer parked down by the road, did he sell it, what was going on with it exactly, and he had said that it wasn't really getting much attraction. I mean, it's a pretty busy road, but no one really turned in to go look at it, so he decided to take it up to the auction house. It's currently Friday night right now. A couple more hours until this thing sells, because there's a very great possibility that tomorrow morning, Saturday morning auction at this auction house here, it may sell for even cheaper than he was hoping for. Now get this, when I'd asked him where it was, and he told me it was at the auction house here, and we were talking about it. It has about 250,000 miles on it, I believe he did say, which really, for a 6.0, if it hasn't been bulletproofed, stuff like that, that's quite a lot of miles. However, it's still a diesel, and I know a 7.3 could definitely hold up to 250,000 miles and more, if you know what I mean. So anyways, let's get straight to the point. I asked him the price, and the guy was just saying he was hoping to get at least 4,500 out of it, and I was like, hold on. Just 4,500? What's wrong with it exactly? There must be something completely wrong with the motor. Maybe it doesn't even run for that price. Like, even I would take this nice of a truck, this body here at least, with something just a little bit wrong, maybe majorly wrong with the motor, for 4,500. So keep talking. Let's hear what's wrong with it. So besides from the high mileage, it is, what he said, is very underpowered. So when he gets back, we're going to try to figure out why it's underpowered. And thankfully, it does have this nice exhaust pipe coming off the side here. However, I would like to change it to an axle dump eventually, because that just accumulates a lot of soot with the exhaust right there. But it is a 5-inch straight pipe, or excuse me, 4-inch straight pipe. So we're going to be able to hear a little bit better rather than a stock 6.0 with the mufflers and stuff like that. We can hear if it's running correctly or not. So that's going to be pretty good. Well, as soon as it gets back, we're going to take it for a spin and see exactly what underpowered means. However, something weird he did say is that he did take this thing up to store down that way, the hardware store. And he did pick up some concrete pallets around back. Threw them in the back of the truck, and this thing just opened up so much more power. He says it had just as much power as it had when he bought it. Now, he said over the year or two he did own it, it just slowly started getting slower and slower and running more like crap, just running way worse. So he was really confused on why that was. He didn't really know why it could be. But then also what confused him and what would have definitely confused me as well is putting a load of weight in the back and it running just fine again as it was brand new. So then my next thought was maybe there's a tuner on it, something just for towing, right? And obviously a tow tune or something like that will definitely obviously run best for 24/7 towing, and that's how you make your motor the most efficient while towing. But turns out none of that stuff is done to the motor, so now we're on to trying to figure out, is there a missing injector or two, or is it completely blown up? So as soon as it gets here, we're going to take it for a test spin. We're going to find out exactly what's wrong with this puppy, so I'll catch you guys at that. Alrighty guys, keys in hand. Time to hop in this puppy and see exactly what's wrong with it. Alright, it is in drive now. Let's go ahead and listen to the idle here. Actually, it's idling not even rough. It sounds alright. I will be honest with you, it doesn't sound as clean as mine, but it's definitely not. I wouldn't have been alarmed if I heard this idle. It sounds really just fine, to be honest. Let's go ahead and pull on out here and see if we can hear anything here. Let's go down this road here. Alright, pedal is now to the floor here. Alright, pedal is still to the floor. Oh, it's slowly getting up to speed, but really we're only doing about 30. Can we maybe see 40? Okay. Still on it. This thing really just drones out around 30s, 40s, stuff like that. Let's see if it rolls an excessive amount of coal here. Not at all. Let's hear if anything sounds off here. Getting on it. It's kind of like stuttering out. Like it's running pretty rough. Not gonna lie. Like it is. I don't really want to be driving this thing right now. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to get out of this truck here. It is running very rough. The truck is getting more of a shake, a wobble to it. The more I hit the gas. Now it's not necessarily death wobble. Here. Brakes don't work that well either. But it definitely does sound like something is very wrong, is struggling to get fuel or air or one of the two. I'm thinking it's fuel. It's really running rough. I can't get that 6.0 growl to just go and just get up to speed. Really, it's having a hard time getting up in the RPMs and building boost. And it's really just not getting hardly any fuel at all. It's having a hard time running currently. Not gonna lie. Alright, well, let's try to floor it all the way back home. I really haven't taken my foot off the pedal here. It's been straight to the floor this entire time. We're still going here. Okay, we got to shift, finally. Really, to get it to shift, you have to let off the gas, wait a couple seconds, and stomp on it again. Let off, stomp on it again, and it might maybe shift. It's happened about twice we've gotten it to shift. So let's go ahead and back it right on up here. Wrong parking spot. Let's go this one here. Alright, now there we are. Now the answer to be decided to the question of do I want this or not. Not really. I don't really want it. However, for $4,500, I do have $4,500. And I can get one of my buddies to go take my other 6.0 there home, the silver one, and I can carefully drive this thing home and right back to the shop, actually not home. And I can get to work on this thing. Injectors are not hard on these motors at all. I believe I've had to do one on the silver one before I just up and got it bulletproofed, so I didn't break anything else on it. Anyways, that's another story. So I don't think I'll go with the full bulletproof with this thing. However, I might in the future. But for right now, we're about to just tear it down and test. We're gonna see if it's injectors, if it's completely blown. What is wrong with this 6-liter? So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and give the guy the money, and I'm about to take this puppy back to the shop and do some work to it and see if I can get this thing running correctly. I'll catch you guys as soon as we are back at the shop. Alright, I know we're not back at the shop. However, just thought I'd let you guys know we are currently on our way back to the shop, and no cop, no stop, because this thing hardly stops, and if I left the gas, well, it will stop. So I don't really want that, because it won't go back up to speed very easily, because we are pedal to the metal right now. About to take it back to the shop and hopefully get this thing fixed here. Alright, let's get this thing on the lift. I'll catch you guys as soon as we are done with the work, and we're going to see if we can get this thing running any better. Catch you guys as soon as I'm done. Alrighty guys, now here we are. Would you look at this? Decided to put my little DragsterTV touch on her. As you guys can see, got some new wheels and tires on her with the old ones in the bed here. But as you guys can maybe hear, the idle sounds a lot cleaner, running a whole lot smoother. let's go ahead and see. Now, obviously, this might just be because I do have some weight in the back, aka the wheels and tires, but let's go ahead and get on it. It's definitely a whole lot more jumpy. We're getting on it. Okay, we are now doing 50. Oh, she's screaming now. It's definitely running a lot better with the new injectors. Can't wait to see what a bulletproof tune will do to it. We did see 60 going down that road. Let's see this road here. Alright, there we go. 50. And... oh, train! Wow, the brakes actually worked for once, and I just about barely hit that, but with just like an inch to spare, we didn't hit it. Man, that train came at the worst time. We almost saw 70. But good thing this road here is an option. Let's go ahead and get on it here. It's definitely getting up in the RPMs. However, the boost is still not building as much as I'd like it to. We are currently now cruising at 70. 75, and I think that's where this thing's about to top out. Pulled out in front of me. But anyways, this thing is most definitely still underpowered. However, it's just due to it's not building boost, so maybe a new turbo? I don't really know. But it's definitely a lot faster. We've gained about 20 miles an hour on it, 25, because we did see about 75, and we couldn't hardly get it to 50 last time, so that's quite the improvement. So definitely pretty happy to see it. Let's get on it here, doing about 60, 65. Sounds pretty good here. Think I'm gonna go ahead and just, oh, gotta slow down. Didn't replace the brakes on it, but next time I get this thing to the shop, I'll definitely do that. So gonna need to get some new brakes on it as well as a new turbo, because it doesn't really slow down that good. But I think I'm just gonna go ahead and take it up to the house like I've just done here right now. And that will be it for today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know down below in the comments what you guys did think of today's build, what else I should do to it, as well as any other builds or any other videos you guys would like to see from me here on the channel. Let me know all that down below in the comments. And with that, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you have an amazing rest, guys, day or night. And with that, I'll catch you guys very, very soon in the next one.